Hello YouTube, this is another update of In a Different World with a Naruto System, Chapter 5. In a Different World with a Naruto System, Chapter 5, Fire Style, Flame Bullet, Katun, and done. Time passed slowly when he was in the middle of cultivating, and the amount of his chakra also increased slowly, and he was also getting more and more familiar in making hand seals. After a month, in the morning, next to his stream, he was making the hand seals rapidly. It was so fast that his hands had already become a bit blurred. Ram, Serpent, Tiger, Clone Jutsu. A second later, ping, he was surrounded by white-colored smoke, and there appeared another figure who looked same as him. But if you looked at it carefully, you would find the figure was a bit unreal, seemed to disappear at any time. After a month of cultivation, finally his chakra capacity had upgraded to the next level, and he had also become even more familiar with making hand seals. Now he could form 3 basic hand seals within a second. Moreover, now he could also become far stronger than before. At this moment, he had planned to begin learning several low-level ninjutsu from the ninjutsu system, because of 2 reasons. First, previously on Earth, he was a hardcore fan of Naruto and always could hope to learn and use ninjutsu someday. Now, of course, that opportunity had arrived. Second, his strength of an intermediate fighter was not good enough in the time of danger inside Magical Beast Forest. Although his current location was the outer perimeter of the forest, but nobody could guarantee that a high-level magical beast wouldn't get bored in the inner region and decide to take a walk out at outside perimeter of the forest. If that happened, and he had encountered a magical beast, then... So he had decided to learn some of the life-saving jutsu first. After completely learning them, he planned to proceed to the next cultivation plant, and to start learning ninjutsu. Of course, he should start from the most basic 3. In Naruto world, the 3 basic jutsu were commonly referred to the clone jutsu, transformation jutsu, and body substitution jutsu. As the matter of fact, before on Earth, some people still add body flicker technique among most basic jutsu category, but body flicker technique was a high-level ninjutsu. Only high-level ninja could learn this jutsu. With only this body flicker technique, some high-level ninja had become very famous, such as Shushin no Shisu, but the most 3 basic ninjutsu could be learned at Ninja Academy by any student. He had just used Clone Jutsu, which was one of the most basic ninjutsu. Actually, most of any of the Naruto fans all considered the role of the clone technique was not that big, but this jutsu not only could be used to confuse enemy, but also could be used to talk with another person as well as explore the dangerous regions. He looked at his another self for a while and tried to touch with his hand, but his hand passed right through it without any resistance. As he expected, there was no resistance. Release! He formed hand seal and decided to get rid of the clone. After that, he used transformation jutsu, and again he was surrounded with a white-colored smoke, and from within, a middle-aged man who was wearing Western-style clothes from Earth appeared. Even if a single individual from Earth saw this man, they would absolutely cry out in alarm and utter, "Wow, Brother Andy?" and then immediately pull out a pen and paper and run towards him for an autograph. Correct, he had transformed into a widely known individual on Earth, Heavenly King Andy Lau, Hong Kong kennel pop singer and actor. He went to the stream and looked at his reflection and said, "Gee, correct, now I, your father, can also transform like Sun Wukong of 772 transformation." Watching the reflection of Andy Lau in the stream, he could not help but click his tongue and nodded in his head. Only after he released his transformation and changed back to his previous appearance, after this, he started to use body substitution jutsu. Although the body substitution jutsu was also one of the 3 most basic jutsu, but compared to the other 2, Naruto used it quite frequently when he used this jutsu in his day-to-day life too. He quickly made the required hand seals for body substitution jutsu, then the scene before his eyes changed, and he suddenly found himself near the tree some distance away from his original location. He slowly walked towards his original location and was quite happy and completely satisfied with this jutsu effect. It was quite worthy to learn and was easy to use daily. Also, this jutsu was very useful to flee from a powerful magical beast and greatly increased the chance of survival too. Even after testing all 3 most basic ninjutsu, there was no consumption of chakra, so he opened the ninjutsu system, planning to learn some of the basic ninjutsu. He opened a ninjutsu system and found that jutsu he wanted to learn first. After he found what he had searched for, he started to practice to get familiar with the hand seals required for this jutsu. Serpent, ram, monkey, boar, horse, tiger, fire style, flame bullet. He finished forming a hand seal and slightly bent backward, brought his fingers to near his mouth, and slowly balled a fireball. Flame Bullet and Grand Fireball Jutsu is different. Flame Bullet is a weaker version of Grand Fireball Jutsu. The fireball, how do you say it? It was just a small ball of flame. He looked at this small fireball and immediately the corner of his mouth twitched and a black lines appeared on his face. His jutsu was just like the jutsu used by the kid Sasuke when he was learning for the first time. He felt powerless. Now he was forced to make a great effort to practice so that he could perfect this jutsu. Thus, he started to put great effort into practicing this jutsu. In the beginning of his practice, he always spat out a small fire only, but along with his practice, he slowly started to grasp the chakra output, which caused his jutsu to slowly take a shape. Grand Fireball Jutsu! He quickly made the required hand seals and spat out a huge fireball. Hung! It knocked down a huge tree, and the tree instantly burned down. Whew! Finally, I can use this ninjutsu. Your father's throat almost spat out smoke. This won't do. Water. Along with the completion of this ninjutsu, he was relieved a little, but what followed after was a sudden surge of pain from his dry throat. He immediately ran to the stream, bent over, and drank a big mouthful of water, one after another. Practicing this jutsu from morning till now almost caused him to spat smoke. Well, that's all for practicing this jutsu. What's more, I have more or less already mastered this jutsu, but before doing anything else, first I need to fill my stomach. My stomach is already protesting. He ran toward his temporary kennel, not kennel, but should be his shelter. In fact, it was just a hole in a tree. He had already kept the meat of lightning cats here, so he just started to flame and started to roast the meat. Since the time he had last tasted the delicious meat of the lightning cat, he had started liking this magical beast. So he started to insanely hunt this lightning cat around his surroundings. All the lightning cats who appeared in his sights were all caught by him at their speed was a joke in front of his Sharingan. Of course, all the lightning cats entered his stomach and also helped him gain some system points. Now he had accumulated 680 system points altogether. Upgrading his Sharingan was still far away. Main reason for this low amount of system points was because the low-class magical beast gave only a small amount of system points, and he had no way to hunt high-level magical beast, so he could accumulate system points slowly. And that's all, folks. Be sure to like and subscribe, and more importantly, have fun reading and listening to these stories. If you'd like any of your favorite web novels or fan fiction turned into an audiobook, just let us know in the comment section below. See you guys next time, and thanks for watching. This is Casual Carrier, out.